Friday post flight number 23. Yes, I know I got the thing wrong. The thumbnail, it's fine. It'll be fine. It's just fine. Everything's on fire, but it's fine. Anyway. Yeah, today, let me tell you, a little bit out of sorts. My guest is well, suffering some ailment, so we'll have them on soon. Got some other guests coming on here real soon, but I thought, you know what? I haven't done a show alone in a while. So let's do a show alone. Just me. It'd be fun. Terrible news today with the passing of Carl Weathers. I think that for a lot of us, that's like one of the most bummer things that could possibly happen. He was an icon for a very long period of time, whether he was an icon for you in the Rocky films or became an icon for you in in Star Wars for some reason. Um, just an icon. The consummate actor, incredible roles, just wildly beloved. So he definitely will be missed. In fact, we're going to talk about him in just a moment. I did pull a story up. Yeah, kind of a bummer. But we did have some people that were dropping some things as we walked in the door today, like Jeremiah Hembry for $5, saying R.I.P. Carl Weathers. Indeed, thank you, Jeremiah. I appreciate the support. And yes, this is a big one, at least for me. I mean, he was Apollo, you know, of all things, of every and any and all things, he was Apollo. And huge bummer. I want to say thanks to Scott Westbrook out there for his generosity. Seems like Friday he gives five Culture Casino memberships. Thank you. Oh, almost spilled my tea. Oh, that'd have been a tragedy. But that is really well appreciated, my friend, and goes a long way. We get five new people in the door. I have to re-render the whole thing. Not sure how we're going to do the show today. Maybe we'll do it this way. There we go. All right, let's get first and foremost to this story with Carl Weathers. As much of a bummer as it is, he's going to be missed. He's going to be missed by all of us. I'm going to add it to the scene here. So he passed away at the age of 76. He was in Rocky, Predator. He was in Happy Gilmore, Mandalorian. Just a very kind man, by all reports. Kind of a big loss for a lot of us. I'm honestly at a loss for words. It doesn't happen very often. We'll read from the article. So, of course, he was also Action Jackson. He was in Arrested Development in tons and tons of things. So, we're deeply saddened to announce the passing of Carl Weathers. His family said in a statement, he died peacefully in his sleep on Thursday, on February 1st. I'm worried that this didn't get out in the news yesterday when it happened. But I do hope he's okay. He was an exceptional human being who lived an extraordinary life, and of that, there is no doubt. He was a beloved brother, father, grandfather, partner, and friend. Born in 1948 in New Orleans, Weathers appeared in more than 75 films and TV shows during his 50-year screen career, including his appearances as Grief Targa, the head of the Bounty Hunters Guild, amongst other things. He was confirmed to be, or potentially to be, in the Mandalorian film that's coming up. He was very funny in pretty much any series he appeared in. He was Chief Forbes in the Heat of the Night. That was an amazing show with Carol O'Connor, who is still an actor who's not appreciated for his greatness. Of course, he passed away years ago. But he was also Combat Carl in Toy Story 4. Man, what a loss. Look at that. If it bleeds, we can kill it. So amazing. Anyway, huge loss. Great man. Rough day. All right. Some of you guys are shooting some messages out there. I'm so glad for the participation early on in the stream. You guys are incredible indeed. Let's see if I can catch up with where you all are. Let's see. We're about 20 up. Nano Reapers joining us, has been here for 10 months. Good to see you. Got my Seiko Arnie on in memory of Carl Weathers. Well, there you go. There you go. Let's see who else is in. Yeah, R.I.P. Chubbs. Yeah, he was great in Happy Gilmore. Captain Krusty Art said, "This is how my laptop broke. I have to wait until summer before my show happens. Watch your tea, man." Yeah, I'm watching my tea. We got Real Wade here. Real Wade's been around for a bit, and he's doing well, rocking his channel. 42 away from 1,200. Look at him go. 10 months of membership. Congratulations, Wade. Thanks for being here and supporting me. I hope people support you. You've been crushing it, bro. Crushing it. We will have his work to look at in the future. That's a good way to look at things. Thank you, Shadow Chaser. Carlos Alfredo Lopez is in the house, and so is my buddy Matt G. What's up, Matt G? Good to see you, my man. John Gibson's hanging out. Great to see you, bud. Keck44 is joining us today. The lovely Elizabeth Young. Look at that. Crazy stuff, folks. Huge bummer. Huge bummer. Catzilla's here. Greetings and thank you for the very generous gift this morning during the 6-minute daily. Catzilla, speaking of generosity, our good man Grahamcast. How's it going, Graham? For $1.99 says he's up in heaven punching angels as we speak. Wow. As blasphemous as that is, it is amusing to think of. So well done. Weathers is a fine actor. As I get older, more and more people I knew of have died and are dying. Time has a merciless sense of humor. Indeed, Evil Ramen, indeed, as we all age. Duncan, Idaho, Redo is in the house. You're the best, Culture. No, you're the best. Wait. No, you're breathtaking. Okay, there we go. No, I appreciate that. You guys are great. Yeah, 76 is a pretty decent life, right? Living out there for a minute. Can't thumb your nose at that one. That's very, very true. Was kind of surprised today when I found out. I was this many days when I find out that Joe Rogan's Spotify deal was over. Didn't know that. Didn't know that was ending. Didn't know he was renegotiating. But there's some good things out there. Nana Reaper, what's up, brother? Says also Culture should post the start time in Atlantic Standard. Oh yeah, that's true. You're right. I should do that. And in Greenwich Mean Time, I probably should do that. I do have a lot of European fans, so that would help. Time is a predator that stalks us all our lives. This is true, toy fanboy. Well said. Sega. That's right. They're getting called out for yeah. Yeah, they're not doing good. The Infinite Wealth game is is getting crushed right now. We got folks over on Rumble. Good to see you. The Appalachian American. Hail to you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Holy cow, Andy, you're really ready? Really? My oh man, I might have to do a special stream unboxing for my toy, my action figure. I'm so excited. Folks, the only reason that Andy's been trying to get this to me for a couple years now, and I am terrible about getting people my images and stuff. I am lousy at it, so I apologize. But I am stoked. I will show it off. Maybe I'll have you on. That'd be fun. I haven't had you on a show in a long time, Andy. Yeah, that's right. Mrs. Boss is a fan of Duncan, Idaho. There you go. You guys pick great names. There's no doubt about it. Got Commander Ed Straker of Shadow. What's going on? I'm the more entertaining replacement for Friday night tights. Well, thank you. I don't know. The Friday morning tights was supposedly very unique. I think a lot of people got to see a show they haven't been able to see because of work obligations. So I hope they enjoyed it. Oh my goodness! I just had a yawn I couldn't stifle, folks. I'm sorry. Kalikioki's out there. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. I have a P3 on my Vita. I don't need to buy the new one. Censorship in any form really grinds my gears. Mine too, Elizabeth Young. Mine too. Oh, you did watch my Argyle video. Wow. You know what? I do want to talk about Argyle. The lovely stunt brat is here. Hope you're doing well. Has anybody tried to talk you into coming out of retirement, stunt brat? Huh? They chasing after a female stunt person? Let me know. Yeah, no kidding, Gary hated. I can't believe how divided we are on this film. I mean, Gary hated it. I mean, it sounds like Odin didn't enjoy it either. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm crazy. And yet me and Mr. H are like, turn your brain off. It's a dumb, fun movie. Yeah, it's fine. Oh my God. You're contagious. Yeah, sorry to make you yawn. I apologize. Can I see? Can you see what? It's good to see a gaming dude. The gaming dude. What did they censor? I've avoided all news. They just, okay, so when you get localizers to redub things into American, Okay, that's not what it is. Into English, they're putting their particular spin on things instead of using the actual scripted language that it was in Japanese or even in other languages. They're doing this. So they really are committing a heinous act of the change of art to fit their suitabilities. So, yeah. And that's what happened with that game. Osmora 199. What is up, my friend? Great to see you. Culture, I might come out of retirement to do some acting. Well, there you go. See, you should. Can I get a shout out, please? I shouted you out, the gaming dude. Here's another one. What's up? The gaming dude. Maestro Chi says, I didn't like Kingsman. Probably won't see this. I don't blame you. Like you said, this is a particular cup of tea. So if that's not your cup of tea, that's perfectly fine. I'm running out of tea, much to my sadness. But I mean, this is going to loosely link to the Kingsman. I think Matt Vaughn's trying to build a Matt Vaughn universe with all of his films like tying together somehow. But we'll see. Yeah, it's okay. Gary and I don't agree on everything. Look, we can't. We can't possibly agree on everything, folks. We don't share the same mind or opinion. Plus, I must not have got my fax machine. Because, I mean, normally I get a fax from Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers, or I get one from, Mr. H, or, none of the people who tell me what to do told me what to do. Somebody out there is going to clip that and think it's real. It's real. Today was the only time your post-flight shouldn't have started hours ago. I know. I really wanted to start it earlier, but then I'm like, nah, that's weird. Weird. Frank's here, though. That's not weird. What's up, Frank? Good to see you. I want to talk about this story about Joe Rogan, so we'll get there in a sec. Oh, saw Beekeeper. Wait. I want to read this. John Gibson says, saw Beekeeper last night. That was fun. Well, there you go. It's fantastic. And Archendum says, but I don't watch FNT much anymore because they're loud and repeat themselves a lot. Well, I don't know. I love FNT. I've enjoyed it ever since they started doing it. So I'm old though, and maybe I don't hear them talking over each other as much as people say. Not sure they repeat themselves. I have to be real careful. I talk for a living now. Well, not technically, but soon, March 1st, I'll be talking for a living because I'll be retired from other stuff, and this will be my job. Well, that and hopefully, other things that are fun. But repeating yourself's pretty easy. I mean, because if you're consistent in your opinion, it's a sign of good faith. So, yeah. But I'm still guilty of watching FNT. They're super fun. Faxes still exist? Well, yeah, digital faxes. Yeah. Holy cow! Is this live? Gifted 20. Oh my goodness, the generosity! Look at this coming from Canada. You're freaking weird. Yes, I am. Says, is this live? Gifted 20 Culture Casino memberships. Look at all of those names go green. Thank you so very much. My goodness, the generosity of is this live? I just love saying that. Is this live? I love it. It's good times. It's a good time. Hey, Kathy. Oh, Kathy's not here. They got gifted a membership. That's okay. Hi, Kathy. If you're watching this on the replay, it's been a minute. Who else is out there? Some other folks. Hey, look, DJ Ronnie G. Wonder if Rogan has ever tried Rogan. He got a hair transplant or hair plugs. He had a bad experience. Did a whole video segment on it. Had a plastic surgery doc or a hair surgery doc do a counter video on it recently that I saw pop up in my feed. It was weird. Culture night talk. Well, there you go. I don't know. I'm gonna definitely have to get Andy on for unboxing. It's only fair. The guy dedicated life and treasure to immortalizing me in an action figure. Pitter patter. From what I hear, my hetero life mate has already seen a preview and approved. I'm so excited. Did you get the feeling it was a Guy Ritchie movie? Asks Taylor. Yeah, the animation critic. Good to see you, my friend. Says, did you get a feeling it was a Guy Ritchie movie? Yeah, kind of felt that way. There is a style and a feel that's very similar between Matt Vaughn and Guy Ritchie, and that's why I'm very much looking forward to the other Cavill film we got told about, the Ungentlemanly Warfare one. Very stoked about that, based on a true story, supposedly. Supposedly. The MSM finally calling out the New York governor, mayor, and DA as the NYPD going on a hunt for those who attacked the two officers and let out no bail and running to California. Oh my goodness. Such a terrible story. I guess 7 more. Wait a minute. I read that last part. 7 more subs? That's 1,000 subs, folks, not 100. Q2 Cast, I hope you get those subs. If you guys have not checked out the news coming out of Q2 Cast TV, you should. It's amazing, the dedication to the work that's done. So if you're looking to see what's going on in New York in investigative reporter style, Q2 Cast TV, cool stuff. Yeah, Neuralink's a thing. Human implantation starting. The Peter Venkman fan side. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well, dear. Is this live? There you go. To taunt Andrew? Well, there you go. It does work, doesn't it? I bet you it does. Oh, who else is there? Who else is there? War Monkey, what's up? Hemorrhoid says, I'm here for the first time. At this time, anyway. Well, thanks for being here. All right, we got to get to this story. It's too easy for me to talk to y'all. Y'all are fun. You're fun. Including executive producer Sol Leibowitz, who says 12 minutes to Medicare. Oh, wow. Didn't know Medicare was still doing stuff. Goodness. Oh, does that mean you're going to leave me? Boo. I understand, though. Let's see, what do we got? Said California is the place they can be free, so they loaded up their tudes and they moved to Gavin's spree. Oh, wow, that's rough. You violated your universal lockstep FTN opinion agreement contract. Now you will be blacklisted from their quest list till the end of time. I kid already. Maybe. All right. Nah. These are my friends, but we all have different opinions. I think Ryan and I kind of had a clash at one point in time. It was kind of fun for people to watch. You guys have a problem? No, man, he's my friend. Calm down. Sorry, culture, but my migraine is killing me. All right, my friend. Believe me, I understand the migraine thing. I had one last week that was debilitating. Hello, Erica and Raf. Good to see you. All right. For those of you that are interested in supporting the cause and wearing great gear, you can check out beachpunk.us. I think Punk Waddle did a commercial for me before the stream. You can get amazing things like your own rooster hat. See? Rooster. And shirts and all of that. So I look a little fuzzy. I feel fuzzy. Let's see if I can unfuzzy myself. Did that work? Yes, it did. I'm in focus. Holy cow. I love it. Staff's absurd keyboard is here. Says, apologies for my lateness. YouTube seems to give me every other notification now it happens. What's up, Cap? Good to see you, buddy. That's JT Gunn, everybody. He is he kind of looks like James Bond if he was American in person. In fact, he dressed like in a tuxedo. He showed up to the last meetup we were at together. Hooey. Crazy stuff. Joe Dog says, what's up? What's up? Oh, boy, look at that. Great avatar picture there. Love it. Black Saber is going to go see Argyle and then drop me a note about it so I can read his review on Bleeding Fool. Nano Reaper. Yeah, there's lots of things I did screw Gary on. And Culture, you need more dad hats. I do, actually. I knew. You know what? I'll update the website, get those out there. Jedi Masters CC. Oh, I wish. Got food, but hanging in there. All right. Good. I hope you take care of yourself. All right, let's get to the story. Here we go. All right. Joe Rogan, my pal, my buddy, my friend. Well, I wish. Let's get to looking at this one. So Joe's Spotify deal renewal is worth about $250 million, or up to. Podcasts will no longer be exclusive to the platform, which is fantastic news. I feel like, oops, I don't want to give you all those things. There we go. I feel like that's kind of cool, right? I mean, he'll be able to be on YouTube and all the other platforms later. Maybe he will adopt Rumble or go to Odyssey or who knows, something else, so you can find him in other places. Alt tech is important, guys. We'll look at this, and I will get to that super chat in just a moment there, Toxic Man Flu. Thank you. Oh, yeah, and I will say thank you to those of you who give me a super chat today. I do it every time. Anyway, so Spotify inked a new multi-year deal for the controversial. In what way is his podcast controversial? Just because you don't agree with it because of your political garbage there, Variety? Anyway, the Joe Rogan Experience, which is said to be worth $250 million under the new pact, Rogan's popular show. There, that's what you should have said. The very popular Joe Rogan show is what you should have said. No. Controversial. Suck it. Anyway, will now be available on other audio platforms. In addition to continued availability on Spotify. No kidding. Show will be available on additional services, including Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube. The move comes under Spotify's revised strategy to give up exclusive streaming rights in favor of broader distribution, which the company kicked off in 2023. So Wall Street first reported this story, so good for Wall Street. They probably didn't say controversial, or maybe they did. Unfortunately, financial news sites are now becoming more political for no reason. By the way, the money does not have a political leaning. Truly. If it did, it's not going the right way right now. But anyway, so yeah, the Joe Rogan Experience became exclusive blah, 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 to Spotify in the 2020 deal, and that was worth $200 million over 3.5 years. So yeah, I think he's been doing rather well. The number one podcast across the globe. No kidding. Well, I love it. I wonder who's going to boycott Spotify now. Oh no. Poor musicians. He says big meaty things. All right. Oh no. Anyway, congrats to Joe. Joe's awesome. I hope he streams it everywhere, to be fair. I think somebody said X. X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. I like X. X is cool. Let's grab the super chat from Toxic Man Flu. It says, so, did you like Argyle? I didn't watch your video. I mean, I forgot what you said in your video. Well, thanks for your support, Tox. Well, almost 4,000 people have watched it so far today. So let's see if we can get a few more to watch it. If you haven't seen it, after the stream, watch it. I'll give you a rough rundown. It is not a great movie. It's not a terrible movie. This is a movie that in the last 9 years, you will find to be middle of the road. It doesn't suffer from a whole lot of quote unquote the message, but it does suffer from girl power and a touch of intersectional feminism, which I try not to say the last word there because YouTube is not a fan. And anytime you use that, the little like green dollar sign on the what we call monetization goes to yellow and says limited. So for no reason. I mean, it's a proper descriptive word. And if you're gonna quibble over words, YouTube, you better start going after that one very offensive slur, cis. Anyway, set that aside. But as far as Argyle goes, I think that if you enjoyed the first and second Kingsman movie, but in particular the first one, and if you enjoyed Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile, and if you enjoy weird spy thing with Sandra Bullock, if you enjoy those kinds of things, this will be in your wheelhouse. It is a dumb, fun film that you have to turn your brain off for. The problem is even people with brains turned off still had trouble following it. And I'm talking about the critics because the dialogue is a little dense. You have to rock a, baseline intelligence to keep up, maybe. I don't know. Have to ask the professional, quote unquote, film reviewers out there, critics. But for me, at the end, it started to become exhausting because of the amounts of twists and turns. And it was too long. You're going to start hearing that refrain from me regularly because it was too long. It was needlessly long. And the last unearned bit of heroism at the end was disgusting. Truly. Other than that, it's an okay film. But there, you got your $5 worth, my friend. I appreciate it. Looks like my buddy Mr. Grant Gregory fired in here. Let's see if I can get down to that one. Da, 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 da. Where are you at, Grant? Grant Gregory. Mr. Grant. Come on, that was supposed to work. How come that didn't work? Da, 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 da. I went down the appropriate amount. What is happening right now? I know Black Saber's in the chat. Black Saber saw the movie. Oh, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how did you like the play? Well, that's true. Mr. Greg Gregory, been around for 27 months and my editor for all of that time, it seems. Celebrates those months and says, still can't remember my bank password. Oh, well. Whoa! That's not good. How am I going to get you paid, brother? I got to get you paid. The palm trees look like Joe Rogan legs. Well, okay then. Oh, that was when I had the thing up full screen. That's funny as heck. Good to see you there, lovely Sherry. Argyle, I missed what you said. Is it about socks? Yes, it is about socks. It's just a dumb, fun movie. Again, I think the biggest problem people are going to struggle with is that, and I got called out today. They're like, well, if you watched all the trailers and you read the synopsis, and I'm like, how many people are going to watch all the trailers and read the synopsis of a film before they go see it? Unless they're trying to protect their kids. It's just there are a lot of twists and turns in this film, needlessly so at certain points, but you did get a lot of bait and switch even within the film itself. So, but it wasn't done in a bad way or in a way that normally I would call it out. For lack of a better way to say it, this film wasn't the worst thing I've seen this year. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I am getting fresh tea delivery, ladies and gentlemen. Hot tea. Goodness. Hello. Woo-hoo. Thank you. TZ Burton, what's up, my friend? Cajun Corey. There's Tox. Tox has been around for 31 months. He's been my friend longer than that. Says, I pay for Culture's membership. Thank you. Thank you for that. Good to see you, Tox. I love that guy. We're working hard. We're working hard for ourselves and for others. Wait until you see what we've got in store for you. Holy cow. Jeremiah Hembry, thanks again, my friend. For $5 says, do you want to go to Epic Universe and have fun? I do. You know what? Let's get this story off of here. Boom. Bye then. I am so excited for Epic Universe. True story. I don't even know what to say. This really does feel like the theme park Disney should be delivering to us. It should have been what they turned Epcot into as far as the level of excitement, the idea of kind of reinvigorating Epcot in Florida. But instead, we got outdoor mall with food offerings and people drinking to excess. So yeah, I'm very much interested in Epic Universe. I will be more than happy to hang out with anybody when I'm in Florida. You guys can hang out and follow me around the park if you want to. I'm amiable. I like going to the park. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for the $5, Jeremiah. But yeah, I'm very stoked. Epic Universe is going to be one of a kind. Some of the stuff I know that I can't talk about is crazy. Ministry of Magic's going to be bonkers. Truly. Yeah. Black Saber. Did you put your review together yet? Did you? Let me know. Guys, can we help our friend Q2Cast get to 1K? Need 3 more subs. Thank you, Olaf. Thanks for promoting that. I appreciate that. In fact, you even dropped the link right there. Olaf, Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, he's so close and so deserving. Forcing you to watch all of the trailers and to read is like making you put your nose in your phone all day at the Walt Disney World. Gosh, yes, isn't it? Oh, DL Fendel, that is the worst thing. I don't. It was a problem. Okay, so going way back. Okay, we're gonna go way back in time to 2012, 2013, when I was talking about the issues that I had with this, and was telling Disney the problems that I had with this and family members had with this, was the fact that if they didn't maintain the legacy fast pass system, they were putting all of their guests at a disadvantage in the future, because nobody wants to schedule their entire life all the time. Nobody does. When you're on vacation, it should feel like vacation. It should not feel like work. In fact, that is the biggest gripe that I have. I have to plan each and every second of my day. Everybody's like, well, well, we like to have the reservations 212,000 days out. Okay, for food and stuff, why? What if the restaurant all of a sudden gets a bad rating 2 weeks before you go? Then you're done because you can't get a good reservation at another restaurant. I mean, there's 1,000 different reasons why this is a bad plan. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway. Hey, Jedi Bill's doing great. He's been doing well. Love Jedi Bill. Love what he's doing over there, plus the karaoke streams, which I kind of stealth watch. Follow the Bradleys. I saw the new trailer today about the first Special Forces mission in WW2 with Henry Cavill. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It looks extraordinary. That film is based. I'm going to say loosely based on a true story for WW2, and it looks amazing. It's very quirky. Because it's Guy Ritchie, you're going to have to enjoy Guy Ritchie humor. I'm looking forward to that. Have any of you guys seen that trailer? It's fantastic. And do follow the Bradley's fun because they're great. Siege Perilous says, not a great year for making a comparison, though, is it? No. That's the other problem, right? Because if I tell you, okay, this is a middle of the road film. This is not terrible. It's not great. It's a 5.5. It's maybe a 6. It could be higher. I don't know. I haven't had a chance. So here's one of the things. You are always getting, when I do a review, you're always getting my first blush impression of what I think. But over time, because I'm crazy and I grind on things all the time, and I'm constantly evaluating and analyzing new information and data that I've consumed. I refine my opinion over time until it settles in. Usually it takes, with a film, it usually takes like three to 5 days. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to do a review 3 to 5 days after I see something because nobody will care. But maybe Sunday I'll be able to kind of more refine my real issues, and more people have seen the film, and then I won't feel like I'm spoiling it. How about that? What are my favorite flavors of tea? There's this new tangerine one that the boss found that is delicious, but I have this really cool blackberry focus one. And I've got this new green tea slim one. If you can't tell, I'm trying to drop some weight. I need to lose about 2 more stones. See how that goes. But yeah. Sail on. Membership of the state. There you go. Hey, speaking of which, if we can just push that Park Place a little bit harder to the 10K number, that would be great, because then we can make Jonas have to do memberships. Yeah. We need more dumb, fun films. I agree. We've suffered with a lot. The Message, yeah. Well, like you said, there is some intersectional garbage in this film, and there is some girl power in this film, and there's, at the very end, I'm like, oh, please give me strength. Why did we do this? Unearned heroism. Just, you'll know what I mean. Oh, and it was too long. It was just too long. Opening day of Epic Universe is going to be nuts. It is. Yeah, I'm already trying to finagle my way into a early entry circumstance. We'll see. We'll see. TZ Burton. I like Universal. Heck with Disney. A lot of people are saying that now. No doubt. I love nerding out over theme parks. Well, you almost got more of that today if I could have talked Jonas into it. I follow other channels that go around the world visiting theme parks. Yes. Yes, I know some of those people. Hmm. Um, I'm looking forward to Epic Universe. I think everybody is. What's up, Dengar Renegade? Sup? Look at that picture. That's awesome. Daryl Brewer says, still need a plan. Still, a lunch out here, sir. Oh, yes, we absolutely need to. Indeed, I'm gonna actually reach out to people that I know that are relatively local and kind of set something up. There's a great pizza place that I think myself and Biggles really enjoy. If we could get everybody there, it's a little bit on the upper end of. It's not like Domino's. This is like a nice pizza place, like good pizza. Oh, Nano Reaper, you speak the truth. Despicable Me 4 is going to be incredible. Wait until you get the expansion of. Oh, am I allowed to say that? Let's just say Minions might be at Universal more. Let's just say that. Okay. Let's just say it. As an astronomy enthusiast, oh, there you go. I'm excited about Celestial Park at this point. Oh, it's going to be amazing. There's so much. Okay, so at Epic Universe, there is going to be. It's going to remind you very much of what the Disney experience used to be with kinetics everywhere, whether it be somebody like people doing street performances and then an official like show just off the way making noise in the background and things that are at multiple eye levels so that you're constantly engaged with it. This when you go into theme park design and you start to talk about these things with some of these people, it's all about giving you something to look at that connects with the things around it and you're able to connect with at the same time. One of the most amazing kinetic experiences at one point in time was when the Skyway was operating in Disneyland and was passing through the Matterhorn. There used to be a hole, two holes in the Matterhorn where the Skyway, the aerial bucket thing, would pass through the Matterhorn, so you could see those things going. Then you had the monorail. Then you also had the people mover. So you had all these different eye levels of movement up above your normal eye line. So as far as you could see, something was happening, and that level of excitement and interest is lifted up. One of the ways you can do that statically, believe it or not, is with what they've done at Animal Kingdom with the Tree of Life, right in the big center. That's Walt called the things the icons that are in the center of the park. Those were weenies, right? They draw your eye into the park, and they're always visible from almost anywhere else in the park. That's kind of what it was about. And so when you have that thing in front of you, it's kind of it's your orientation point. That's another reason why the way the hub was. You had the hub and the spokes in the hub, right? At Disney, and almost most of the Disney theme parks are done that way, either a wheel or an official hub based system. And it allows for you to get back to the central point. You always have a reference point to navigate back to, but it's the weenie, and it draws your eye naturally. Um, it, with the Tree of Life, you have these beautiful, intricate carvings of animals. You can spend hours just looking for different animals in the Tree of Life in Animal Kingdom. You can waste hours doing that. Not even be on rides or attractions is what we call it with Disney, but they're rides. So yeah, and it's easy to nerd out on theme park stuff. You get me started on it, it's just see ya. And yeah, Epcot got rid of the cool learning stuff for the kids. Yes, we used to call that edutainment. They no longer really do that. The journey is garbage. Journey into your imagination. Oh, garbage. The original imagination attraction vastly superior. It just took a lot of maintenance. So let's cut the maintenance and cut the ride in half and make it garbagey. Ruin the ride system and the vehicles and the experience and Dreamfinder. And eliminate the descent from the spaceship Earth attraction, which was all about communications through history and time. And don't predict the future because the descent was all about future communications. Well, guess what? We were starting to already communicate about that. So instead of looking down further and imagining more, we stopped doing that. Yeah. We reached the future. We reached the bounds of imagination. That's a real problem. Sorry. I nerded out. I apologize. Hopefully you guys were listening to all of that noise. We got Olaf Von S dropping a €6. €6, my goodness. Super chat here saying, as I do miss the bonus time, do see you like 3 to 4 streams in a row Tuesday and Thursday. That's true. Yeah. Now is my plan to attend this at 1:30 a.m. to 2 and have some proper culture chat. Well, I appreciate it. But honestly, I mean, I should have elected to go earlier today. I just didn't. I didn't want to compete with what Echo Base Network was doing. They did a great job today. Good job on Nick's part and everybody that was over there, and briefly Jonas. So that was good. So yeah. But thank you for this. I appreciate it, Olaf. And Is This Live says, who doesn't enjoy Guy Ritchie? And why are they wrong? It's a great line. I love it. What's up, Garfield's Bizarre Adventures? Great to see you, my friend. Oh, this is fun. I miss just chatting with everybody. It's fantastic. That's a disturbing visual culture. Grinding on everything. Well, sorry about that. Yeah, the trailer caught me. I may go see Argyle these days. It's just don't go in there with high hopes of it being a perfect film. Don't even think for a moment there isn't going to be some girl power in there. And don't get caught up in the idea that Henry Cavill's going to be the hero. So yeah. Oolong. Any of the tropical fruits. Yeah. I mean, I have Earl Grey and there's just regular black tea in there, but I mean, I have a collection of just delicious teas. Like there's a new kind of lemon zinger that the boss found that's delicious. And I have this chamomile vanilla honey. That's amazing. Plus I have raw honey if I need to, sweeten up something. So that's good stuff. Congratulations to Q2 Cast. You made it. Now you just have to keep it. Stay on that level, baby. All right. I blend my own tea. Yep. That's always good. I have a family member who grows a lot of things, and one of them is chamomile, and I have fresh chamomile. Chamomile. Good stuff. Ian Fleming wasn't an MI6 field operative. He was an analyst. That's what made him want to write spy novels. Well, there you go. Yeah. I think at a certain point in time, we maybe we not quibble about the fact that a lot of these analysts are equally as important as the operatives on the ground. You may get your intelligence and activity from those field agents, but you need those analysts to. Sounds like I'm playing defense for the analysts. I wonder, maybe I shouldn't do that. But it's true. They really are spies as well. Physical next month in honor of Rocky Balboa. I've been jumping rope with 1 pound ropes. Oh, good for you, John. Good for you. Good to see you. Earl Grey with vanilla is darn nice too. Indeed. Toxic Man Flu says Wonka was good. Not really. Oh yeah, baseball spring training is coming. But think of all those annual pass previews. Oh yeah, think of those. Nano Reaper's like, I've never been to a theme park. Well, Epic Universe might be the one to try when it opens up. Your average Patriot nerd says what everybody's thinking. I grow weary of the intersectional garbage. Yeah, so do I. So do I. We got another super chat from my good friend. This is Eric K for $5. Says, despite what people think, culture is good people. The boss is better people. This is true. I don't know that I developed a poor reputation, Eric. Really? You keep making me jealous with your food pictures, though. I'm hungry now. I'm scrolling. Guys, you are chatting it up. Thank you. Thank you for burning up the airwaves. Let's see. Jasmine ginger green tea and Japanese rice green tea. Need to be careful about not having too much chamomile. True story. True story. Jacob Bauman, R.I.P. Carl Weathers. Yeah, we talked about that early on. There's my good buddy Price of Reason. I've been following Price of Reason since the very beginning, and I am so happy to see him having such great success these days. He's just crushing it. Super fun. Super fun. Oh, yes. And by the way, Price of Reason is a calamari. So there you are. Hey Terry, when you come to the intersectional, look both ways before crossing. That's right. Hey Sander, good to see you. Food prawn. Did someone mention food? Yes. Oh, Eric makes great food. Oh, you missed Wahoo steak with lemon ginger and herb glaze with herbs and garlic jasmine rice tonight. Oh, that sounds so good. Ah, it sounds so good. I love jasmine rice. So English breakfast in K-cups. You guys and gals that use traditional tea bags don't have a go. I mean, no, it's fine. It's fine. There's something about it. There's a ritual to steeping your tea bag and everything else, steeping your tea. So, ooh, this sounds great. Calamari frittiti. All right. Hey, Rachel Moliere is here. Good evening. Good evening to you. Lovely to see you, dear. I wasn't arguing. Oh, I didn't think you were. I'm just big on details and accuracy. My mind works like that. Why I prefer intricacy and complexity over straightforward and simple. Yeah. Okay. So I've been doing my level best to stay away from a large amount of college vocabulary on my channel. It's very difficult. But I've come to the realization all y'all are smart. So I can just say big words and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, Dale Fendel, you can't say stuff like this on YouTube. Wahoo steak isn't Wagyu. I like Wagyu. Speaking of Wagyu, Brogu's here. What's up? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic, Brogu. Good to see you. How's it going? What do you guys want to talk about next? Got so much to talk about. I saw Corbin Dallas out there. Keely Chow. I've got to say Roll Tide every time I see Keely Chow. My next recipe to try from this amazing chef in Oz. I tell you what, I may start doing that. Do some cooking. Maybe. I owe you guys a tour of the greenhouse. It's a little rough right now because of the winter, but it's still doing pretty good. It's still getting fresh tomatoes almost every day. I prefer tea bags to the K-cups. Comes out too weak for me. My favorite is Irish breakfast from Twinnings. That's right. Wahoo is a type of fish. Culture and educations. Stop it. I'm a big fan of steak. Me too. Punk Wallow, you're just not into birds, right? Oh, the teabag movement looks weird. Yeah, I should probably not do that on the stream. Corbin Dallas, what's going on? One and only winner of the Gemini Croquette Contest. Gemini. There you go. I love that. Johnny Skinwalker says, "Hey, Culture, was Argyle as bad as the critics say? No, but it wasn't. It is in today's world what passes for entertainment. In the last 9 years, it is average. There's some dumb. There's a little bit of intersectional. There's not really the message. It's too long, and it has an unearned heroic moment at the end. Other than that, they picked the wrong person for the female heroine, and it's basically Jewel of the Nile, Romancing the Stone, meets a Bond film, meets The Kingsman, with a certain level of ridiculousness. So there you go. Hey, Michelle C is here. Sorry I'm late. You're here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, Michelle. Hope everything's going well. I really do. The old man cometh. I prefer tea to coffee. You know, I like both. I start the day with coffee and then I have tea. Hmm, there you go. Jared Markham says this whole Disney situation made me angry because it showed the double standard. You put anyone or any company in Disney situation, and most of the people that are defending Disney would turn on others. I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's hard to do that, and when you point out people's hypocrisy, they're not exactly thrilled. Your average Patriot nurse says, "Say super green." Okay. Ishtar was a terrible film. Holy cow, Terry Rose. Talk about floptasticness of epic proportions. Yeah. Meet the Fockers, says Mr. Grant Gregory. Ah, meet the Fockers, huh? Hmm. Hmm. Tea. Set like says, excellent review. That sounds right. I think a lot of people are going to come away with that. So, um, I would say probably like on the ground experience with the locals would have probably been Costa Rica. Um, the problem is because of how weird I am, and I like to snorkel, scuba dive. I do like s- surfing and stuff like that. You know, boogie boarding, body surfing. I'm an ocean person, so sports fishing, you name it. So um, a lot of the places I'm going to prefer are going to be surrounded by oceans, and they're usually coastal towns. So you know, Kauai, Lanai. This that kind of stuff. Yeah. Um, I actually was trying to go to the DR, but um, a friend had a very bad experience there, so it kind of put me off going there. Ishtar only lost 40 million. Disney said, "Hold my beer." True story. Yeah, Costa Rica. Costa. Did I say coastal? Costa. Would you rather be a what now? Mr. Grant Gregory, what are you doing, you crazy, crazy, crazy person? Crazy man. Trying to get me in trouble. Speaking of getting in trouble, I may have to. Oh, Shrek PMC is back. Good to see you, my man. Oh yeah, yachting. There you go. Yeah. Well, some of us have a better time of doing that than others. As Nano Reaper shows off the boat in the Avatar there. He's a good man. Let's see. Okinawa. My stepdad talks about Okinawa all the time. He loved snorkeling. He, I'm gonna someday I'm gonna tell a story that goes along with something about Japan. I will, indeed. Yeah. Have I had any close calls with? I've seen plenty of sharks. Riptides back when I was doing regular surfing. Um, I did. Probably one of the most interesting dives you can do out there is because of a tidal surge around an island. It's called the Wall Dive. It's off of it's a Mexico proper. It's Cozumel, which is a beautiful island. Well, it's kind of barren now, but it used to be beautiful. Um, and you basically just go down 15 to 20 feet in your scuba gear and float. It literally just you literally can not move at all, just control your buoyancy, which most of us do with our breathing once we have it set. and then you just look at the wall, and it's just this wall of coral, and so it's like this movie that just goes by. You just go with the tide. It's amazing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to paddle. Nothing. Just, it's like this beautiful fish, coral, the sound of them chewing on the reef. Cool. You have all kinds of triggers and damsels and everything. Parrotfish, lots of parrotfish. Holy cow. Yellow tangs. Just, I mean, it's just awash in life. There are various kinds of crabs and invertebrates, feather dusters and you name it. Cool stuff. Cave diving is very dangerous. It's a good idea to cert up for it specifically because if you do the wrong thing, you can put yourself in a world of trouble, and maybe anybody else that's with you. So, yes, I've been in caves, been in wreck diving also. Similar situation. Get your certs. I survived a sea of jellyfish all around me. As a land lover, I will not go back. Well, there you go. Yeah. Finally, they suspended the lights from inflated trash bags above. Yeah, that sounds like mysteriously like the Living Seas attraction, which I think is now what uh, Nemo's Furry Friends Adventure. I don't know. It's goofy. Yeah. Oh, Singapore. I bet. Lots of people say Maldives. Your beard doesn't absorb the ocean. I have enough trouble with my stash and suit. Well, so here's a weird thing. So a lot of people will probably notice that most of the time, or like every few days, I will trim um, right underneath my nose so that I get. And I'm not diving, but because it's just ingrained in you, um, I'll make sure that I can get a good seal for my mask. So there's always this little ridge of mustache or there. Anyway, it is what it is. But, yeah. I grew up on the Great Lakes. They are big bodies of water. They're big enough. Yes, they are. Yes, they are big enough to actually have a little bit of wave action going on there. Raging dino. Yes. Look, every time I've ever had encounters with sea life, I mean, I just stripped off. This is a story I love to tell. I just stripped off the scuba gear and I went chasing after a whale that came up on our boat. I wasn't the only one, but I grabbed my fins and my mask and I went diving into the water, put my mask on after I got in the water, put my fins on I think almost while I was diving in the water, just so I could get close up to big old whale. Super fun. Nemo's Journey of Water without Moana. How about that's so true. Our good friend Pro is here. Look at this. He's great. $4.99. Thank you, my friend, for funding me. Are you telling me? Are you doing an Elon? Go fund yourself. Here's to Carl Weathers. Be kind in his honor. I always try. I always try. I try to be kind all the time. What an amazing man and a great career, right? He lived a long, long life. Long, long life. I was going to do a story about Hollywood actors and actresses kind of destroying their careers because there's a couple of them that are doing their level best to do that right now because of statements on a political issue that they shouldn't even be engaged in publicly. I think it's about time we all demonize social media for what it is. It's a tool that is rarely used for its best purpose, which is to unite. It's constantly used to divide people. Um, and then it's used as a point of leverage. What can somebody go back and find in your history that you said that now we can cancel you for? I think a lot of these actors and actresses that get involved in that practice are setting them up for some really bad situations in the future. And I would say that probably one of those that you would be most familiar with, of course not at this very moment, but would be Rachel Zegler. But actresses right now that are diving into this political stuff happening a world away are destroying their careers for the future, not realizing who actually runs Hollywood for whatever purpose. So this Melissa Barrera person is just planning not to work ever again. I don't know. And some of the stuff that happened at Sundance, hot mess. Don't do it, kids. You'll ruin your career. Good night, Q2 Cast. Take care of yourself. Thanks for being here. I didn't get you here. It was Olaf Von S. Plus, you got yourself there, man. You make great stuff. So I love it. What are the chances Culture Casino has chased mermaids? Oh, I don't know. I tell you what, though, I love those little sea cow guys. They're really cool. Manatees are just amazing little, huge creatures. Carl Weathers will always be Chubbs to me. Well, he's always going to be Apollo to me. So, yeah, Jared Markham, he's always Apollo. Death Angel Shadow. Last time I was in Epcot, it was 3 a.m. and I was driving an 18-foot box truck full of rolling racks with new POS terminals to install. Yeah, crazy stuff, right? When you move stuff for a living. Nuts. Good tea. Oh my goodness, horseradish power. Yes, Carl Weathers passed away technically yesterday, according to his family. He was a man that had a 50-year career, basically. 1976's Rocky is still one of the best films ever, and he passed away at 76. Horseradish power. So I'm sorry, this is the way you're hearing it. Talked about it at the beginning of the show. Manliest handshake award goes to Carl and Arnold. Yes. Boom. So cool. Yellow journalism, indeed. So, well, okay. I'm going to read this whole thing. I was only going to read part of it, but I'm going to do it. Shadow Chaser says, without current neo-Maoism, I see where you're coming from. I think it's still neo-Marxism. Social media might not be too bad. Maybe. That's about 70% of actors and actors. That's true. It's a tool that's been abused, indeed. Yeah, may he rest in peace. Yeah, I was bummed out, my friend, truly. Oh, wow. They were having all kinds of protests because of the things that are going on in the Middle East. Sundance is a place where you're supposed to sell yourself, sell films, get jobs, for actors and actresses. And not for this kind of stuff. If you politicize everything, you basically are, I really believe, shortening your life, but I don't think anybody thinks that forward. But Melissa Barrera, she was in Scream, the last Scream. So she, look, taking a position on that's an anti-Hollywood position is not a good idea. I have seen the LeVar Burton's reaction to his ancestry test. Very strange. It's funny. I mean, you never know what your eye chart's going to look like, because that's what it is. It's an eye chart. I mean, we all come from somewhere. We're all interrelated. We just, our ancestors moved from place to place, eventually adapting to wherever that place was. It's the nature of the world. Eric K for $5 says Tulare Lake. was the largest west of the Mississippi in California. In the 1800s, they drained it and kicked the Indians who lived on the shore out. Really? Wow. Okay, that's terrible. Yeah, no more Mando season 4, which was supposed to be this film that's coming up. Kind of a bummer. What's up, Drew? Good to see you, man. You're fine. You're never late. Hey, Roman of Empire. What's going on? Daryl, have a lovely dinner, my friend. Take care of yourself. Wow, we're an hour and 10 minutes into me just talking to you guys and a couple of stories. This is great. This live says we just need to convince the neo-Marxists that Greenland is a tropical paradise with free food and housing. Okay. we'll send you. It's a one-way ticket, but we'll send you for free. Bye. Best use of tax money ever. Carlos Alfredo Lopez. That Melissa girl just doesn't want to work as an actress anymore. Weird. There you go. Categorize, monetize, politicize, weaponize. What a world. What a world. What a world. Indeed. I choose not to do a lot of that. I choose to inform. That's what I choose to do. But as Pro said in his amazing super chat, practice kindness in honor of our friend Carl Weathers. Black Saber says, I will use Echo's power to channel Genghis Khan to take away my childhood trauma. Most of us are related to Genghis Khan. So there you go. DJ Ronnie G for $5 says, there was a turtle on Floral Show the other day. And, y'all know how I love my turtles. I think Normand had a very nice carapace. That's a shell. Yeah. I think I know who the turtle is, too. Yeah. Have a good one, Nano Reaper. Thanks for hanging out today. It's great to see you, my friend. Please be safe and enjoy your life. You deserve it. I know you've already given your thoughts on the Mario movie, but what are your thoughts on the Mario movie? It was delightful. I had a good time. It was perfect for kids. It was great for families. It had a wonderful, thoughtful story. There was a little bit of nonsense in it that was easy to overlook or ignore. It wasn't super laden with it. I think that they give you a lot to work with for future upcoming endeavors. And I think that Nintendo is smart to partner with Universal. I think that there's almost nothing that can't happen in that kind of a partnership, including a live action. And I'm going to talk about this, Pro. If you're not going to do a video on it, a certain person responsible for lots of things related to Zelda was seen in a Universal park of late. Probably a reason behind that. Hey, Monkey Jeebus is here. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Is this live? Says it's tea time with culture. It is. Will you be making the Vegas meetup? Yeah, I'll be in Vegas and I will be in Dallas. I just couldn't make it to Orlando, which I really wanted to go, but just other stuff I had to attend to. So, speaking of great things out there in the world, I appreciate each and every one of you, including Mrs. Flu, who says, be kind every day. No live action Mario. Yeah, let's stick with this animated thing. It's working out good. Looks good. What was your biggest misstep? Barbie not making money or Mission Impossible hitting $1 billion? I think both of those are equal. Look, I own my mistakes. I was hoping that Barbie would be seen for what it was. which is awfully misandrous. But it wasn't. Uh, Mission Impossible hitting $1 billion, I think, was a circumstance more than anything else. I think not having access to the biggest possible format screens for more than those 11 to 14 days, depending upon where you were, was a factor there. I think that the fact that they didn't push this film forward in the summer to destroy all others was a factor there, because I think it would have done better earlier on where it wasn't going to have competition with Barbenheimer and other things. My biggest misstep might not even be either of those. I think my biggest misstep was thinking that Chapek would be allowed the time to get Disney to turn around. I own my mistakes when it comes to analysis and stuff. So I think that one's the one that kind of is right now. If you're looking for bad takes, that might be a bad take. Basically, had he been given time, I don't even know if that is even possible. With the amount of compromise Disney is, and how they were going to have to preserve or they had to at the time preserve their way to get cheap money. I'm not sure they wouldn't be in the same situation. Had they listened to Jeff Morrell, though, I think things would have been different. Listening and following Iger's lead was really bad, and not immediately booting out all the woke wackadoodles was probably the worst. So. Yeah, it was only in IMAX for it depended on what market you were in across the globe, but it was, I think, max 11 days. I think in some places it was 14, but it didn't get much as far as the large format screens because of Barbenheimer, primarily Oppenheimer. So. Joe, hey buddy, at work checking in with the clients, are in a meeting. Hail to you, and the greatest chat on YouTube. Well, there you go. Check out Joe's atmosphere. He's great. Good man, truly. No Mission movie made more than $750 million. Yeah, I know. I still thought it was going to do very well. I thought it was going to catch fire based on what had happened before. I really did, quite honestly. Are you guys doing your show tonight, Ascendant Art? Ascendant Art. I hope so. I'm not seeing it. I'm going to look for it because I would love to send people to you, but I ain't seeing it. Okay, well, there you go. That was a lot of dead time for no result. Of course, Loki's having his late show, so that'll be fun. But if you guys go live, I'll redirect. CC, what do you think Tron 3 do you think Tron 3 will be doomed? Well, I've never heard of this Tron 3 movie you're talking about, but I have heard of Tren. And I don't have high hopes for Tren. And if you think I'm funnin', I'm not. TR3N. Tren. Bad. Victor Fontaine points out something. Says it's been rumored for a year or two that the Poseidon Fury in Orlando is going to be replaced with a Zelda. Really? I wonder. Yeah, I agree with you. Following Igers was the biggest mistake. You were 100% right. Grant's on fire today. If you guys are not subscribed to Grant, you won't believe how many people are subscribed to Grant. You should be one of them. Like, there's 250,000 or something. Dude is popular. Plus, he's my editor, so he's a good guy. Irate Specialist says, Culture, do you think Deadpool 3 will make $1 billion? No. It's an R-rated film. There are a lot of people that have walked away from Disney in all forms. Deadpool 2 wasn't everybody's cup of tea. I did a video on this. Is Deadpool 3 is going to save the MCU? No, it's not. No. 800 million at best. I'm thinking lower, but 800 million at best. Mm-hmm. I think the sequel will be good, Joe. I'm with you. I watched Dead Reckoning again a couple nights ago when I had some free time. Let me rewind. When I couldn't sleep. Yeah. What? Oh no, Chris Cummings. What do you mean? Never mind. Hang on. What did you say? I think Barbie was popular because many women don't want to be considered beautiful. What? By someone other than themselves. What? Really? I don't know. Maybe it's a generational thing. I don't know. Meaning Barbie had to learn to join the women's club. I don't know about that. I tell you what, the most important thing apparently to ladies is going to I'm not going to say it, the lady doctor. I ended up saying it anyway. It's up there. All right. Somewhere up there. We'll see. You just spell it weird. I think it takes too much effort to find it. You got it. See an updated podcast. Oh, I see it. There we go. The Palgorithm. Oh. Yeah, you guys go live in like 10 minutes. Wow. That means I've been going long. I feel bad. I feel bad. Not really. Because I feel good. I knew that I would now. All right. Sorry, guys. Distracted. Squirrel. Did I miss any supers, guys? I don't think I did. Yeah, tickets for the Dune P2 IMAX fan event for February 25th was on sale last Friday, and it still isn't sold out in my area. Makes me wonder how good it will do at the box office. Really? Really? That's not a good thing, Victor. I would think it would be doing quite well. But then again, it really didn't perform all that well in the theaters. Of course, it was the tail end of the global crisis, so it could be said for that. Although, I'm still not believing that's much of an excuse considering that other films had performed in that $1 billion category right around it. So, I think anybody who buys that excuse that they're still peddling is just silly. They've just devalued their content so much that people don't trust Hollywood anymore, in particular Disney and anything they make. So there you are. There you go. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate it. Can't wait for the full-time show. Well, this is kind of a full-time show. But thank you. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate it. I think all ladies don't mind looking at ladies. Cuter the better. I agree with you. If I know anything about women, and there's very little that I know about women, they evaluate each other all the time. More so in harsher ways than men evaluate them. Just so you know. You're not mad at us, you're mad at each other. For stuff we don't care about, by the way. Dune 1 was also rushed into streaming. Look, the day and date thing is a hot mess. Anybody who does that is just sacrificing their product. And you take that to the bank. And Dune is kind of niche. This is a correct assessment from our good friend Argentum here, one of our young ladies in the audience. By the way, ladies, thank you for being here. You make up a bigger chunk of my audience than most other people in my sphere, so I must be doing something right. So I'm going to wait until the entire Dune run is released. I'm reading the book now. Oh, great reads. Read all of the books. Read them all. Read everything. Read all of it. Read it all. Women are their own worst enemies. Yeah, it's a true story. Women evaluate each other a lot, especially if a man is around. Oh, really? Hmm. Attracting the ladies must be the beard. I don't know about that, but I got to get ready for supper, guys. Let me tell you, this has been a lot of fun. I love hanging out with you guys. I covered 2 stories. We talked the rest of the time. I love this. You guys made my night. Thank you so very much. It's going to be a glorious weekend. Do pay attention to everything that's happening. Hopefully, Comics Division will be back in good health for us on Monday so we can get that show out and to you. We've got good guests showing up next Friday for this show. So, episode 24 won't be just me. We've got great guests coming up in the future. February is going to be a big month here. And I think I have all of you to thank. You are absolutely the best. I'm going to try and do a gaming stream sometime next week. Maybe some people that have been wanting to play a game with me will play a game with me. I really miss doing Mario Kart with folks and stuff. So maybe I'll show up hanging out with Words Board or somebody that's doing Mario Kart or something. I keep embarrassing myself in Fortnite, so I don't think that's a good plan. Yeah, but do go and support other channels. Go check out. I know this show automatically redirects over to Ascendant Art, but go check that out. I think you'll be impressed. Do I have an edit for you today? Probably not, Grant. I have one more of the media is collapsing video that I'm going to record. I'll get that to you tomorrow, and we can get that out over the weekend. That's fine. I've got some real quick ones I'll probably record over the weekend too, and a couple other subjects that people aren't focused on right now. So next week's videos are going to be. It's going to be really important for y'all to like, share, comment. Really, 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 really important. You guys, when you do that, it really makes the videos go bonkers, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. You really do the best. You really do. And yeah, we'll get into it. So it's been super fun. I agree. Everybody wants to do World of Tanks, World of Warships, says Black Saber. Yeah, and you all are the best. Prequel Dune stories. Yeah, I mean I'm going to say it wrong. It's not the Bene Gesserit, is it? Anyway, it's that might be an interesting thing. I love this. Thank you, Luke. Thanks, Luke. Luke says, "See you, Space Cowboy." That's right. You guys are the best. All right, we're out of here. I'm going to run the bye-bye. We didn't run anything today. I'm not even going to run Plug Yourself. I'm just going to say thanks. Thanks for being here, everybody. Yeah, end credits.